We're checking back in at Ribfest now, where Vanessa is live on location, hopefully eating some ribs while she chats with event organizers and participants. She's joined now with Colin O'Leary and Samantha Matt to tell us all about what's happening right now at the park and what's coming up throughout the weekend.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm here with Colin. We're joking. Don't say Kevin O'Leary. Colin O'Leary with Ribfest. Colin, tell us about this survey you mentioned. You started up as part of this year's Ribfest to get a better count on how many people actually attend the event.
That's right. This is the first Ribfest ever where we're going to try to do a little bit of an economic impact analysis. So we're trying to get a better idea of who's partaking in the event, how much money they're spending, and what kind of impact it has on the city. We know now that it's become the largest event in Kamloops and actually the largest Ribfest in Western Canada. So,
but like you mentioned, these events, sometimes it's hard to tell the exact count. Some people come for 30 minutes, some leave, after 4 hours or so. But generally, how much has this event grown over the 5 years from your perspective?
It's been a massive growth since we started this about 6 years ago, and we've expanded every year. The beverage gardens, for example, the family fun zone now wasn't there in the original years. Now it takes over half the park, so it's grown enormously, and we've actually been able to raise, we just looked at the numbers, over $390,000 for charity over the last 6 years, so it's pretty impressive.
That's a lot of ribs.
Yeah, that's a lot of ribs.
But if you don't want ribs, if you are a vegetarian, not myself of course, but you can see behind us there are some other options. You're in charge of the vendors here. Tell us about that for people who want to come down.
Yeah, we have a lot of different options here. It's not just ribs. We have vegetarian actually and vegan options behind me with Nandy's, but we also have the mini donuts, the monster cones, shave ice, kettle corn, and Reuben's down the family fun zone. So there's a lot of different options for people if they're interested in coming down, partaking in the festivities. And of course, it's free to come into the park, free to have access to the entertainment, free for families to go down and partake in all the rides and things like that as well. So it's great, actually.
Yeah, like you said, people can just come down tonight, take in some music. There's even some samples, as we mentioned, and if that's all you want, then glad they came out, right?
Totally, absolutely. Yeah. And we're happy to have such a great free community event.
For sure. All right, well, thank you so much, Colin. We'll pass over now to Sam Matt, who's joining us. You're in charge of planning this year's Hot Night in the City, we mentioned, among other events. Tell us about tomorrow's event downtown.
So tomorrow we're expecting about 400 cars. It's our 23rd annual year, and it's going to be in downtown Victoria Street from 1st to 6th from 10 to 5. We've got some great entertainment, lots of cars. It's going to be a pretty great event.
Quite a few cars to take in, obviously. Where do these people come from? It's quite a wide variety.
They come from all over. They come from Victoria, Vancouver, Alberta. We've got some people from up north. There's quite a few. A lot of people travel.
Nice, awesome. Well, it's become such a well-known event locally, but also regionally as well. As well, on Sunday, there's some other events people can take part in. The Show and Shine, it's got a few titles, we said.
Oh, yeah. So on Sunday, we've got Ribs and Rods happening from 9 to 1. So we'll have the Rotary Club having a pancake breakfast and Ribfest obviously going on. We're expecting about 60 to 70 cars this year. It's our 3rd annual, so we're hoping that it's going to keep growing and more people are going to come and enjoy it. So,
what is it about this event, as we were mentioning, it gets bigger every year that people just want to come out for? Just personally, why do you love it?
It's awesome to see because we have so many different types of cars. It's growing from the old muscle cars, and now we've got a lot of the tuner guys that are younger that are coming in. So it's a lot of different generations are joining in, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, some women as well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, lots of wives, lots of girls with their own cars and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
Okay, well thank you so much for joining me, Sam. Again, if you want to take part in this year's Ribfest, it's happening now until Sunday. Come on down to the park. Lots of action to take part in. It runs from 11 in the morning until 9 at night. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Vanessa. Tons of fun. You cannot go wrong at Riverside this weekend, so make sure you swing by there. We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.